What's up, guys? S.Bell MMA here, this time with a rolling session with one of the white belts at my gym at Aranya Jiu-Jitsu. He's a little aggressive. Me, I like to work from the bottom, especially against lower belts. We end up in half guard. From here, I'm working to break his posture. You'll see I grab the belt right as the person crosses in front of us here. I end up getting the sweep and then end up in the mount position. So from the mount here, he's working to try to get my leg to get himself back in half guard, but I'm placing some heavy pressure, which forces him to have to adjust, and then I'm able to secure the full mount position. Now from here, I'm kind of working his arm on the other side, which is what you can't see. There he starts to try to defend, again trying to work my leg back in there into a half guard position. He does a good job of doing that here. I was expecting him to give up his back a little bit more, but he did a good job of just adjusting just enough to get the leg. And then from here, I work to get my leg out by pushing on the knee. I'm placing, again, top pressure with my shoulder so as not to get swept. From here, I'm able to pass to side control. Now, in the side control, when I'm in side control, it's one of my favorite positions because I can place that heavy top pressure, because I can shoot for the arms, as you see here. Anything he's doing, I'm just in a position where I can attempt some kind of submission or just place some heavy pressure on him so that he doesn't have many options. Here you see I'm playing that cross grip pressure against him. Here I'm able to readjust and then get into a tight side control position. Again, heavy shoulder pressure, forcing him to have to defend. Now from here, again, I'm working that shoulder pressure. He's trying to defend with the knee, and then I go for the arm again because he's kind of leaving it out there. So I'm going for Kimura. He defends, which is what's happening here, and then I hop up to knee on belly. Now as I hop up, I am able to transition back into the mount position. He goes to the other to try to turn away again to try to grab the leg. I'm able to grab the collar grip again, place the heavy pressure. And then he kind of starts to give up his arms. From there, I start to come tighter and tighter to the top of the mount position so that he can't use his hips as much. But again, still placing heavy pressure, using my toes at the kind of post. And then again, he tries to hip bump, but he hip bumps forward instead of to a one direction. Then I'm able to kind of just place heavy pressure to the top of him here. From here, I hook the legs in a little tighter, and then for me, my focus here is just waiting for him to start to make a mistake, where I can then kind of finish it off. From here, you see he kind of leaves his arm out there, and then I'm able to grab the Kimura lock. He realizes he doesn't have much of an option out, and then taps. So then as we keep going there, again, starting from the bottom, a lot of the time I'll intentionally give up grips to someone of a lower belt just so I have to work a little bit more. He then sits back and gives up the top position, which for me, I'm really a top position player, but I do enjoy playing from the bottom just because it allows me to work my sweeps. But from here, I'm able to trap his legs, pass, hop back into side control. He's framing on my neck here. I kind of use that as an opportunity to, again, place more shoulder pressure. I want him to kind of frame, because as he starts to frame, I can then push that arm over where I can transition to maybe get an arm triangle. He does a good job of keeping his hands together there, but what he does is he leaves an opening for me to end up getting the baseball choke, which is what you're going to see here. I'm then able to kind of push through here. I step through, drop down, and then I get the choke. In that position, I end up getting it, but he did have a little bit of room to escape, but I was able to close it down quick enough to get the choke. Now from here, then I go to do an arm drag. He defends, and then I'm able to get another sweep, but we ended up getting pretty close to two other guys that were rolling, so we ended up deciding to reset. So here, he gets a little kamikaze style, I believe, in this section. He stands up, and he goes to try to just hop over and surf over as I'm going, but I end up just closing the diamond here as I'm going to go for the triangle. And here I should have switched my hips a little bit more, but I'm able to just get the leg across the face. I accidentally bumped him in the face with my foot, and then I got the armbar. A couple of our teammates, two girls, said it wasn't an MMA match, so we joked about that a bit. Here he hops up, he tries to surf. I'm able to block with the knee, and then I go to grab the leg. He falls back, but we kind of just laugh that off and keep going. Again, for me, I have no problem starting on the bottom here. I'm able to go for the sweep, and then time runs out and the match ends. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe.